Good morning, students. Welcome to the Success at CA exam organized by the BoS Studies Academics of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for CA Foundation students. And today's paper is paper 3, Quantitative Aptitude. And this is very well, this is a 100% analysis and application based papers. And all are actually like a multiple choice question based only. Question paper is a 100% multiple choice question, and 4 choices are there, out of which you have to select means you have to give the right option of one question. Each question carries 1 mark actually, and if there is a negative marking, means if you wrongly opted one question, that would be deducted as 0.25 marks also there actually. And duration of the examination is 2 hours, and there is no reading time for this examination also, and paper 3 and paper 4 also. And the negative marking is 0.25 marks also. And weightage given for the paper of 100 marks, out of which business mathematics is 40 marks, logical reasoning 20 marks, and statistics 40 marks. Each question carries 1 marks, and out of this 100 marks would be the weight to overall questions are there in the examination purpose actually. And next one is, first of all, I would like to suggest your goal is very near and you have to reach that. Never forget your goals and keep your mind on them. When your mind is fully focused on your task, you will be sure to succeed also in the examination also. Keep it. Main goal is you have to complete the examination goals and clear with confidence, and whatever the studies has been given, you should be focused on that, and all examination tips are also be given by faculties of Board of Studies in all aspects are also, and you should, even your mentors are also at your places are also be given for this paper, and other papers are also how to clear the foundation examination. Only thing is you have to focus and without deviating your mind, that you should be concentrate on that, and your goal is to complete the all things in a time, and examination should be cleared, then you will be succeeded also be in life. And to succeed, definitely focus on practicing variety of questions, revising key concepts, and managing your time efficiently also be. Suppose you have the various concepts, you are already familiar with those concepts in the earlier also. So that concepts you should be read thoroughly and clearly, and manage this. You have to clear in this within the time of the examination also. The examination would be tested in the time of only 2 hours actually. So especially in this paper also. So focus on that, and for this, the revision test papers and mock test papers will be helping you how to build your confidence also be, and how to improve your ability to handle your exam pressure also be there actually. That pressure means it's not a deep pressure actually here, to you will not be able to handle also be. All the things are within the part of the study material only, or like the questions are different, maybe in the numbers or the figures like that, but the concepts basically tested based on the material only. And so keep it in mind, and you should be focused and practicing the regularly, and you will be the key concepts regular, and with your time management also be, and that is definitely helpful to you to handle the exam pressure also be, and you will be able to manage also. Believe in yourself, achieve your dreams so that your uh, goals will be achieved, and you should be believe on your go yourself and achieve your examination goals also, and achieve your dreams. And this is the main important, some of the key important steps I would like to suggest. Earlier also be given, you have already known basic master of the business mathematics and statistics formulas in foundation syllabus also be there. Actually, there are total 18 chapters are there. In this mathematics, actually 8 chapters are there. In the 8 chapters plus logical reasoning, 4 chapters are there. In the logical reasoning, basically formulas are not main concern. Actually, only thing is you have to focus on the how the logically it is being developed by the questions are also be. Next one is in the statistics part, remaining 6 chapters are there. For that statistics part, 6 chapters, you have to be manage the time, and this is a very, very, very important also be. The statistics part is very helpful, and logical reasoning part also be very helpful to pick the questions very short timely, and the answer also be uh, given very quickly also be. Most of the questions in statistics part on logical reasoning part you can manage very, very quickly, and based on the time point of view also be. If you select these concepts like related to the basically their concepts based like suppose merits, advantages of the concepts, and demerits, and what are the uh, concepts, especially if when you talk about the measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, and probability, correlation, regression, and index numbers. Uh, these are the main topics if you talk on this, and these concepts will be definitely helpful to you while using the concepts based chapters are also be. So focus on the topics, and that would be definitely helpful to you also. Next one is you know very well uh, time management you have to do based on that and that when you feel not confidence also be practice regularly, and the concepts regularly you just practice, and that would be, and when you practice the like for this objective type of questions only here, and basically concepts related only there, and what are the topics that you have to strength and weightage that are carry the maximum mass. Based on that you give the priorities or also be, and see the timings are also be in the topics actually. See who has raised the hand, somebody has raised. Yeah, just next one is learn shortcuts and tricks are also be, for the topics are also be, and revise regularly. Check your answers. Use ICAI study materials also there. And with this background, use watch regularly ICAI's online sections are also be, that can be guiding, and stay positive and manage the stress also be, how to minimize that all kind of stress also be, stay positive always. This practice will be regularly helping you for the manage the stress also be. You, only thing is you have to keep practice regularly, for the exam purpose actually. Now the further basic guidelines for the exam purpose is what is the pattern of exam? You all know very well. The structure of the examination is the objective type of question and paper 3 and paper 4 basically on the multiple choice question paper. All questions should carry 1 mark each and each question should have for 4 choices are also there, out of which one should be correct actually. If you have opted wrongly, that there is a negative mark would be deducted also for these questions. Next one is what is the duration of the examination means this for this paper foundation quantitative aptitude that comes under for this 2 hours examination and section wise weightage are also be I had already told also. Further, you have any queries are also you can contact my landline number also be given here 01203045 and whether the other important question is important already I had covered. There is no advanced timings are also for this question paper also be there. And next one is it a calculator is allowed in foundation examination? Use of calculator uh, candidates will be allowed to use battery operated portable calculator in exam also. The calculator can be any type up to 6 functions, 12 digits up to 2 memories. Uh, and scientific calculators are not allowed in the examinations are also. This is the basic examination guidelines which has given in the examination also. And many students, uh, please kindly note down that the OMR sheet format is also be available there in the examination website also be. And you can see the wherever the ball pen and the ball or pencils are used, pencils are especially used only in the circle places only, that HP pencil, and use only HP pencil, darken appropriate circles only that they have to use it, right? And darken correct question booklet as printed at your question paper booklet also, which is in the taken as a final evaluation. And other instructions are also be given in the this OMR sheet format, which is available in the examination um, site of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India's website also. So next one is a general guideline. The questions checked thoroughly, completeness of the clarity, the language of the question should be clear, ambiguous, and adequate attention should be given to the drafting. The questions are also be given. That is for the different purpose actually. And now I am coming to the what are the sources that you have to be clearly come to the that point. Actually, I had given some kind of tips like uh, this is a like a OMR sheet format and which is available in the institute's website also. Just practice it. That will helpful to you before going to examination also be. Next one is these general tips actually you know very well in the last students journal also September journal and like May also there are given the roadmap to success for the students how to face the examination also all these steps are given in the and next, another important thing is you have the foundation sarans also be there. That will be definitely helpful to write the examination very well also be, which has given very shortcut manner also be. In the recent students journal also, we have given about the correlation regression topics also be that as list of formulas are also be given for that chapter also be. So that will be definitely helpful to you also be. Next important thing is, you know very well, the category of the syllabus has divided into 3 parts like a foundation paper, quantitative aptitude divided into 3 sections. That is, Pooja Yadav, good morning. Pooja Yadav, good morning. Mr. Kashan, yeah, हिंदी में अभी तैयार नहीं किया बेटा, सारांश इंग्लिश मीडियम में है वो, ठीक है। सारांश right now available in English medium only. Any doubt further? हो जाएगा?
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग बेटा।
सर वो एक्चुअली मैं हिंदी मीडियम से हूँ ना, तो थोड़ा सा मेरे को प्रॉब्लम जा रहा है क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने में।
किस चीज के ये मैं आपका हिंदी मीडियम में स्टडी मटेरियल अवेलेबल है ना बेटा?
यस सर, हिंदी मीडियम में स्टडी मटेरियल अवेलेबल है, लेकिन बाकी जो मटेरियल है वो इंग्लिश में है ना, तो थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है। जैसे सारांश भी इंग्लिश में है और पेपर वैसे हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में आता है, बट बुक हम
नहीं,
लोग के पास
सारांश में कैसे बेसिकली क्या किया एक्चुअली, दे
जी
शॉर्ट काइंड ऑफ टिप्स हैज गिवन इन द स्टडी मटेरियल। वो सिंपली जो स्टडी मटेरियल में फॉर्मूलाज बेस है, वो सभी सिंपलीफाइड लिख के फॉर्म में लिखा एक्चुअली। ये है बेनिफिट एक्चुअली, अदरवाइज कलरफुल है मटेरियल है, एक एडवांटेज एक्चुअली। वो भी
जी
अभी इंग्लिश मीडियम में अभी अवेलेबल है एक्चुअली। ठीक है, आपको आपको
जी
इसी में पढ़ाई करके अभी यूज कर दो, आपको यही मैं अभी आपको क्लियर करना चाहिए एग्जामिनेशन में।
जी सर, ठीक है, ट्राई करती हूँ।
हाँ,
थैंक यू।
कोशिश कर दो बेटा। ठीक है, अनम्यूट करना। नेक्स्ट इज people are worried about the business mathematics, I know, because this general assumption is like that this is a purely numerical based paper also be this and the concepts is a highly knowledge based, basically testing like engineering IIT examination. But here in the at a CA foundation level, this is a basically at the 10th and 11th, 12th standard of the CBSE or NC syllabus or state board syllabuses only taken actually. If you look at the syllabus of 12th NCRT syllabus of NC, applied mathematics, that would be definitely helpful to you also be even lesser than that syllabus here also be that here. And this will be testing the basic fundamentals of the uh, tools, mathematics tools like ratio and proportions, equations where quadratic equations can be expressed and their roots are formed also be. Next one is in the case of a logic, so if we look at the linear inequalities, that inequalities are converted into the equality forms, and and then we can find the objective function, and objective function based on the objective function, how the profit maximization of the function and cost minimization of the functions, where the cases we can use the linear inequalities of the functions are also be. Please kindly see the questions which are given in the study material also be. That would be definitely helpful to you also. Next one is I'm coming to the students. When I get the calls from the students and I get some responses from the students, and I can say that the mathematics of finance, there have some kind of like a simple interest, compound interest. What is the like annuity related annuity in terms of beginning, annuity in terms of the beginning of the payment is in the starting beginning of the period or end of the period, like that actually. And sinking funds and like uh, various kind of annuities related also be given in the depreciation related for problems are also be given in the material also be that. Even such kind of questions are also be clearly given in the sarans are also be. Most of the even difficult sums are also be explained in the difficult means what I am trying to say, it's not difficult anything actually. uh, like uh, um, Anything like a rocket science is not here. Here we are just covered based on the fundamentals of the syllabus, how to calculate the financial things only here, with reference to the financial mathematics of finance, like the simple basic formulas only covered here actually. Present value and future value of all kind of things. And next is talk about the what is the compound annual growth rate also be. These are the important things when we come into the various questions in the uh, like time value of money or mathematics of finance also be. And next one is mathematics of finance is over. Just important thing is the permutations and combinations are also be. Permutation and combinations, if you look at what is the difference, permutations are there, and what are the general properties related to the basic principles in the simple for the fundamental principles in the permutations are also be. And addition principle and multiplication principles. Apart from that, what is the difference between permutation and combinations are also be there. And from this chapter also be weightage. I will be talking about the after uh, completing this various kind of things. What are the kind of questions are coming from these chapters, and what are the significance of this topic also be there, and each topic also be. Next, we talk about the sets relations. Sorry, sets relations and functions, and uh, like. Uh, uh, limits and continuity functions are also part of it. And before that, actually, there is a topic, a very important topic is sequence and series, arithmetic progression, geometric progression also be very important. What is the sequence and what is the series? In that series categories, arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and what is first term, what is the common difference and the common ratio. When we talk about in the geometric progression, common difference is in arithmetic progression. And what is the sum of the n terms of the arithmetic progression, what is the sum of n terms of the GP. And this is about very important general specific sum of the first n natural numbers, sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers, sum of the cubes of the first n natural numbers. These are the very very important things. Now come to the part like sets, relations, functions. What is the sets? Various forms of sets. What is the power set? What is the A union B? What is the A intersection B? What is the De Morgan's law? And what is the A complements B? And like that, A union B whole complement. You have to look at what is the uh, kind of formulas which are used also be. Then functions also be, mappings are also be. Apart from that, limits and continuity functions, various formulas are also, 3 4 formulas only basically important in that actually. Then after, if limits exist, then it is a continuous function. Then we come to the differential and integral calculus, which is very very important also be. And students are faced like a difficult, they feel that it is not up to the it is not in their cup of tea, they feel that actually. And when we study seriously, this is a very simple concepts only which has been developed in the CA foundation course only. So keep it an important things, and that will be definitely helpful to you. And the only thing is simple algebraic expressions only given in the material, and which is the only part of the syllabus also. And so application based, what is the, if you differentiate the total cost function, marginal cost function would be obtained. And if you total difference function, revenue function, marginal revenue functions are obtained. These are the basic economics related concepts are also tested here. Knowledge purpose, just application oriented purpose are also be. If you integrate the functions of the marginal rate of change functions, we obtain the total revenue function. Margin, if you different integrate the marginal cost function, total revenue function also, total revenue function is obtained. Like that, in the calculus application only basics algebraic applications will only be tested here in the for the knowledge purpose of that where the mathematic tools are obtained also be. Now, Pooja Yadav, would you like to Preeti? Would you like to say something? Preeti, Pooja. Okay, thank you. Now I'm moving to the other part like a logical reasoning also be. Logical reasoning here testing tests about analytical ability skills. Once it's understood, it can be scoring provided your practice also be. Once you practice well. And dear students, actually logical reasoning chapter having that number series odd man out, and coding and decoding. These are the four important concepts in that actually. Even number series, actually letter series are also be there, and simple, and in that also be number series odd man out also be there actually. Which series is different from others actually. And from this chapter, 5 questions are coming, and direction test and which direction suppose 8 directions we talk about the apart total directions are also be, and including corner directions I'm talking about that. And next one is the seating arrangements is a little bit lengthy questions. When you are not able to understand 2 3 times, just read thoroughly. That is only feel like a very lengthy questions. Try to practice the seating arrangements questions only, and in the lengthy questions when it comes to the examination point of view. Only that is the little bit taking time, and seating arrangements and blood relation questions also. But when you understand the logic, and it is comes to very easy manner also be. Next one is the statistics part. This section includes both numerical and theoretical questions are also concepts based questions are also be asking, and a chapter which are all most of the concepts are covered in the CA and 12th standard syllabus of the some of them are little higher level except in the theoretical distribution normal distribution part only that feels a little bit higher, but whereas it's a new look at the syllabus in the 12th applied mathematics syllabus, there it has been already covered there also be. Now just I take a I'm waiting for your any kind of suggestions or any guidance. Please, if anybody would like to talk, please, I'm waiting for them. Anybody have doubt? Yes. Now, now I'm coming to the weightage point of view, how to crack the CA foundation examinations. Already in the several sections we have explained the concepts, concepts chapter wise how much weightage also be given. You know very well in the as far as the business mathematics is part is concerned, we have given significantly good weightage like business mathematics part is business mathematics is given 40 marks. For that actually progression, geometric progression from this chapter, 4 questions or 5 questions are expected from these chapters actually. And equations, 5 questions, that is 50% and of the syllabus and 70% of the coverage is coming from this chapter. And so 28% marks will be there from this chapter also. Next one is the sets, relations, functions, basics of limits and continuity functions. From these 4 questions are expected from these chapters are also. Next one is linear inequality, 1 questions. Next, Permutation and combinations, 4 questions are expected from questions from this chapter. Application of differential and integral calculus, uh, also 3 questions expected from this chapter. And students, these are the general expected number of questions. As for the examination point of view, I am just explained this. Please focus on which is topic is given more weightage. Based on that, you will be concentrate on the exam. That would be definitely helpful to you also. Next one is logical reasoning. Already I had told in this section, several sections are also when we face the number series coding, decoding, and odd man out. 5 questions are expected from this chapter, and direction test 5 questions, and seating arrangements 5 questions, blood relations are also 5 questions. And statistical, next coming to the statistics part of the statistics part, and statistical description of data and sampling. Expected number of questions are 20 among the 50% almost all measures of central tendency and dispersion coming to the 13th and 14th chapter. 18 to 20 questions are coming from this chapter. So correlation regression, 5 questions, index numbers, 5 questions, and expected number of questions, probability 5 questions, and the theoretical distributions like on binomial, Poisson, and normal distributions. Expected number of questions are coming. And what I want to convey further, move to the about various concepts. What are the kind of questions are coming? Before that, I would like to take some small break on that part actually, and then I will come back actually. Technical team, 2 minutes break. I will be. Hello. Technical team, are you okay? Now I can start, huh? Now I'm coming to the topic wise, what kind of questions may be asked, and what kind of questions, what kind of that kind of questions are that is like suppose we are talking about the chapter 1 like ratio, proportions, and indices and logarithms. What kind of questions are asking in this chapter also be what is the uh, especially in when we talk about the ratios and they also be what is the ratios and what is the duplicate ratio, what is the inverse ratio, what is the triplicate ratio also. Such kind of questions are also be there. Now again I want to say most of the students are when I received what kind of questions are asking from the students point of view also be just I want to open certain things actually, and even P is to Q is the subduplicate ratio of P minus Q x square my is to Q minus x square, then what is the value of x square also be. The detailed thing also be given in the if you open the material of the sarans are also be which are given in the even major other important things are also be some questions actually related to the mixtures related ratios and other important concepts which are all covered in this material for when we open the uh, like sarans, ratios, proportions, indices, and logarithms. Many shortcuts are also be provided, and this will be definitely helpful to you also be students actually. Next, other important chapters what I want to highlight importantly, practice numerical practice and practicing the numerical problems related to topics like a time value of money. Since it has a involves various calculations and analysis, but focus on type of compound interest, annuities, present value, future value, and a depreciation value methods. And a simple thing is may given. It is even for that I would be suggest you that these are also be for that important questions are all solved, which are given in the even in the Sarans material also be there. Now coming to the permutation and combinations, I would be suggesting students if you see the study material also good number of examples were also variety of examples were also be given in the study material. So focus on those kind of examples that will make you confidence and you will be able to understand the concept thoroughly and that would be getting confidence. In the examination times, don't focus on the very lengthy kind of questions also be that and which the concepts which are simple and easy to understand and the when we are not able to understand come to the like for the study material and in that study material related example you focus on that that will be definitely bring you more confidence and you will not feel like demotivated also be that and you will be confident also be and even like the permutation combinations examples that will be definitely helpful you solving the questions are also be. And coming to the same kind of same way like a differential and integral calculus also be that would be helpful to you. What are the basics algebraic formulas of the differential and integral calculus are also be tested also be here. And next one is sets, relations, and functions are also be there. That concepts also simple concepts only be tested here. And so what is uh, the kind of like sets means here we are using only simple sets like means just I'm talking about the just what is the power set, what is the subset, and that kind of examples are also be given in the material and what is the complement set and what is the types of various types of functions are also be given, and what is next one is the inverse, what is inverse function, what is domain, what is the range, and what is codomain, and such kind of functions are very very important also. Next, coming to the limits, what is the limit of the functions, what is the odd function, what is the even function. And if you look at the study material, the Sarans also, it has been given very wonderfully, and what all the formulas are also be. Now, coming to the logical reasoning point of view, how it has been, questions are framed, and questions should be, see the various types of mock test papers are also be there. There you will, it will be find the how series are also be developed also be there. Next time we are talking about the first chapter. You know very well, actually, logical reasoning, which series of letters are other coding and decoding. Second chapter deals with the to test the questions, consist of sort of direction proposal, successive follow-up of direction formulated, and the students are required to ascertain the final direction. The test is meant to judge the ability to trace and follow correctly, sense the direction correctly also. And if we look at the various direction tests also be, here we talk about the, these are the four directions I'm talking about. Even in the corner, the direction northeast, southeast, okay, southwest, and northwest. These are total 8 directions we are talking about, and this is a clockwise, and this is anti-clockwise are also be there. And when we talk about the degrees are also be there, this is up to this place 90 degrees, and this straight line would be the 180 degrees, and this would be 45 degrees, and this is a 90 and 180, and 180 plus again 90, again 90 also, like that total 360 degrees are there. This is 180 90 degrees actually, from here to here, or like a 0 to 90, okay, like that. This is a 0 degrees, or this is a 180, means if you circle whole degrees, actually this is a 0 to 180 degrees only here. And again if you rotate here, this is a 360 degrees. Now the corners are also be mentioned, and you have to just which right side are going or left side are going. Based on that, you have to identify the which direction we are moving. Or suppose in the questions, car is moving, or a person is moving, like that. It's a questions are asking in the exam purpose also be. This is a really important thing is you have to identify the direction, and simple all kind of directions and the degrees are also be try to understand. This is 45 degrees, this is 90, 90 plus 45, 135, 135 again 180, like that. The total uh, degrees would be calculated here also be, how it is moving also be there. Students, you would be focused on this chapter. Once you understand the directions clearly, you will be able to clear the puzzle very well, and this is very very easy to understand, and you will be able to answer the questions are also be. And suppose now I'm talking about the seating arrangements also. The process of making a group of people to sit as per prefixed manner also be there. Suppose seating arrangements are given. Some conditions are also be given in the basis on the basis of students required to arrange objects either in a row or in a circle order also be there. Here 5 or 7 like persons only, not lengthy questions are also be there. Some kind of it's a immediate left or immediate right that you have to see where the direction where the arrangements are made also be, whether it's the leftmost corner or rightmost corner where it has been given in the question also be. Please thoroughly read the question and practice. The only thing is in the seating arrangement questions only, 1 or 2 questions very lengthily may be given, chances are there. So in the based on the past questions, just I'm experience seeing the questions. So that questions may be length, but if you practice well, you understand you will be feel happy to understand the logic, and you will be able to answer well also be these questions. Such logical improvements are definitely helpful while cracking the examination also be. Next, I am talking about the blood relation related questions. Next, in the blood relation also be very important actually, how based on the relations we can be find actually. Next one is the statistical description of data. Here, to understand the overall subject of the statistics applications also, to know about the data collection, primary data, secondary data, and know about the presentation of the textual tabular formats, including techniques of creating frequency distribution, working out cumulative frequency, presentation of textual data, and concepts of sampling, small sample, like a coming to the samples of various types are also be given. What are the errors in sampling? Probability sampling and non-probability. Two types of random samplings errors are finding also be there. That is the important questions. Kunal, Kunal, would you like to say something?
गुड
Kunal,
मॉर्निंग सर।
good morning, please.
सर ब्लड रिलेशंस में मुझे प्रॉब्लम आती है।
क्या बेटा बताइए?
ब्लड रिलेशंस में जो वो पॉइंटिंग टू अ लेडी पॉइंटिंग टू अ मैन वाले क्वेश्चन होते हैं, उनमें मुझे काफी ज्यादा डिफिकल्टी आती है सर।
नो नो एक्चुअली आप ना ऐसे क्वेश्चंस है ना, जस्ट हमारा स्टडी मटेरियल में भी अच्छा क्वेश्चंस दिया एक्चुअली
यस सर।
प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए। आप पॉइंटिंग मीन्स एक्चुअली अपने से देखना एक्चुअली, सपोज सपोज है, देन द रिलेशनशिप ड्रा करना एक्चुअली, ठीक है।
यस सर।
देन इन दैट सेंस आपको ड्रा करने के लिए, कंक्लूजन करने के लिए इजी हो जाएगा। देन यू प्रैक्टिस वेल, देन you will be able to practice. Such questions are very simple and easy also. Only thing is you build up the confidence. Number of questions पढ़ाई कर दीजिए, आपको easy है। Even in हमारा स्टडी मटेरियल में एग्जाम्पल्स काफी, एक्चुअली इवन प्रैक्टिस के लिए काफी क्वेश्चन ही दिया, दो इट्स 60 55 ऐसा क्वेश्चन से है, बट यू विल बी गेटिंग इन मार्क टेस्ट पेपर, और मार्केट में भी क्वेश्चंस अवेलेबल है एक्चुअली। मार्केट मीन्स यू कैन सी फ्रॉम द अदर सोर्सेस आल्सो भी, देन प्रैक्टिस सच काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर आल्सो।
ओके
और
सर।
पुनः
नो सर।
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड,
थैंक यू।
वेलकम वेलकम। Next I'm moving to the measures of central tendency, and here what is the when we collect the data and the various kind of things are going to understand different measures of central tendencies, and we have the arithmetic mean, uh, geometric median, mode, and these are the positional measures of central tendencies also be. And the geometric mean, harmonic mean are all including arithmetic mean also be. These two are the positional measures, median and mode are also be. Arithmetic and geometric mean and harmonic mean are based on the mathematical properties are also be. And what are the various measures for these various measures of central tendencies? We have like their properties are also be given when the data is a discrete series, continuous series. various and individual series are also be given. First data is raw data. For that that data we may call as individual series or also be, or like when we the especially number of observations are also be there more, that case actually like uh, discrete series and continuous series. The formulas are also be given for various kind of questions are also be there. Apart from that, and what are the measures of central tendency in that category? Uh, you know very well, their properties are also be very important, my dear friends. I would like to highlight such questions are important for the examination point of view also be. Then what are the main properties are also be there, and now I'm coming to the properties, and properties are also very well. Mean is yeah, one important thing. Just please look at. Just I would like to highlight on this topics also. Y equal to a plus bx. This is a we called in the mathematical terminology origin. Huh? This is origin and scale. Okay. And mean is affected by change of origin and change of scale also be. Suppose a mean is multiplied by some value, mean is divided by some value, or mean is added by some value, and the new mean will be also be affected. New mean will be also be affected by change of origin and change of scale factors. That means if we add or multiply, the new means are also be with the affected by the same way. And some of the deviations, some properties just I want to highlight, and you will be also the such kind of questions are also be very important as per the examination point of view also be. And next one is one property. This is a next one property is also some of the deviations from respective means uh, equal to 0 also be. This is a very important property for the examination point of view also be. And next one is aim is affected due to change of origin and the change of scale also be. That is the y bar equal to a bar plus b bar into x. This is the y means a new mean will be changed according to change in origin and change in scale also be. This is a very important actually. What is the combined mean also be important, combined one, combined mean. And such properties just focus on that. Suppose two groups means are given, two separate n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar by n1 plus n2. Such properties are also be very important, and so such formulas are also be used carefully, and such problems are also simple problems are also be examination point of view very important also be. Next next coming to the partition points, actually median also be. Mean may be just affected by change some sampling fluctuations means kind of that means suppose one value is large, one value is small, such kind of such cases mean is affected also be. So we are ignoring the smaller value and the larger value, mean is affected also be. But among all measures of central tendency, mean is the best measures actually. Next, median is the positional values. Median is the based on the positional values, and when we arrange the data in ascending and descending order, then mean is median is decided also be. You know very well, and see the example which is given in the material also be. Focus on that concept also be. Median, how it is used also be. Next one is median also be. Just median is the best one for the uh, positional averages, and properties of median also be. When we talk about uh, median is also be affected by change of origin and change of scale also be. And like means new mean will be y median equal to, and like a plus b x median. That means new median is also be changing here. Like that, here we talk about the new median for a set of observations. Some of the absolute deviations from the respective median is minimum. This is the very important for the examination aspect also. Some of the deviations from the respective mean is 0, whereas some of the deviations from the absolute deviations are taken from the median. The value is the minimum. That is the important for the examination point of view also be. And various partitions are also be given, and you see the examples which are given in the table 14.42. How to solve such kind of questions are also to practice regularly before going to examinations are also be, that will be definitely such model questions are coming in the examinations are also. Next one is the mode is the case where the repeated number of items which are uh, there, that is the mode you can be determined also be. Suppose in the garment industries or shoe manufacturing industries, when we talk about the what is the size of the things should be produced, for that decision making, this mode will be definitely, we are not using the average size. In that case, mode will be used. Which one is the more number of times used also be. Then there is a empirical relationship between the mean, median, and mode also be there, and based on that, mean minus mode equal to 3 times of mean minus median. Mode equal to 3 median minus 2 mean equal to 2 mean. Such examples are also be important. And 14.12, that example also be very important. And 14.11, that example also be, you please concentrate on that kind of example also be. This is about the mode. And talk now coming to the geometric mean and harmonic means. Geometric mean is for a, only thing is for a positive set of observations only. Geometric mean is defined. and and nth root of suppose we have x1 x2 up to n observations, then x1 into product of all values whole to the power of 1 by n, how many observations we have to write also be. In case if it is one of the observations 0, we can't be find, and the only thing is 0 value would be take multiplication of all the values, that would be geometric mean would be 0 also be. So geometric mean is not a appropriate when we take the values. It should be values greater than 0. And see the 14.16, all the formulas which are given in the material also be, and that would be definitely GM of 3 numbers are also how it can be calculated. And what are the GM of like GM of two numbers are also, GM of x is given, GM of y is given, then GM of z equal to suppose z equal to xy by, and then GM of z equal to GM of x by GM of y. This the about the ratio of two variables are given, then how to find the GMs for this number also be. Next we talk about the coming to the proper harmonic mean also be. Harmonic progression, two numbers are there, then how we can find the geometric progression also. 2ab by a plus b also be, it is the reciprocal of the arithmetic progression also be. Here we are using like that. And if here also given that one that observations should be also be non-zero observations for only. Harmonic mean is reciprocal of the am also be. And properties are also be given. If all the observations are taken by the variable or constant say k, then hm of the observation will also be constant k. Then and there are two groups are given, n1 and n2. H1 and H2 respective harmonic means are also be given, and n1 plus n2 by n1 by h1 plus n2 by h2, this harmonic means are also be given, and relationship between AM and GM and HM also be given. AM is greater than AM is greater than or equal to GM is greater than or equal to HM. This is a important properties. And further, G square equal to AH. This is a very important relations between arithmetic mean, geometric mean, and harmonic means are also. And what is weighted averages, and what are the um, weighted average, weighted GM, weighted AM, weighted HM are also. Please look at there. And these properties are also very important for the exam point of view also. And a general review about the measures of central tendency. After seeing these kind of properties, we have that among the all measures of central, AM is the best measures of central, which is defined based on all the observations and comprehend. And so calculated mathematical properties are also be followed. Main is stable and highly reliable average among all measures of central tendency. It is though it's affected by the sampling fluctuations are also. AMA has a one drawback, that is the. And next one is a median is based on the all observer, does not have any mathematical treatment, but however median is not affected by the sampling fluctuations, and it is more appropriate measures for centrally for open end classification. For the examination point of view, please look at these concepts also. Median is more important for the open end classification also. And with the strong background of the earth, already I had explained about the uh, measures of central tendency when arithmetic mean is affected by the extreme observations. When small observation is taken and larger observation is taken, when it is the and mean is least affected by the fluctuations of sampling. Median is more affected by the sampling as compared to more affected as compared to uh, modal. Median is more affected sampling fluctuations as compared to AM also. Next, I'm coming to the mode where is used. Mode is remains affected by like mean, and mode is not. Mode is like a very less mathematical property also, and it has a sampling fluctuations are also be there, and GM and AM and HM are like a mathematical properties are there. That's why this they defined rigidly defined and based on all the observations are also be considered, and but they are difficult to comprehend and difficult to compute as compared to the median and mode also be. So these are the important properties, and so keep it your one notes also be how these important properties are also be asked in the examination. As I am told that such kind of questions as a 1 mark based objective based questions only. Since let's focus on that kind of questions only. That is, since examination is nearing, you built up your confidence. Only thing is the focus is should be in the objective type of questions only. So my question is like that only. This is a very important aspect also. Next, I'm talking about the various measures of dispersion. So now compared to the measures of central tendency, we are moving to the other chapter. Important chapter is in that itself is very important for the examination point of view also. Measures of dispersion, there are like absolute measures. What dispersion means, to understand the different measures of dispersion means here dispersion means how data is spread over from the observations, means suppose some central positions are also how it is moving there. Now, the second important characteristic of distribution is dispersion. This is the second important concept of the about the characters of the data actually. So in that absolute measures of dispersion and the relative measures of dispersion are the two types actually. Means absolute measures of dispersion means depend on the unit of the variable under the consideration, whereas The relative measures of dispersion are unit free also be there. Mean for comparing two or more observations, relative measures of dispersion are used, not absolute measures of dispersion is considered. Compared to the absolute measures of dispersion, relative measures of dispersions are difficult to compute and comprehend also be. Now I'm talking about the scatter, how the data is scattered. Scattered from the scatter means how it is moving from the spread over the data. Then we are using the measures of dispersion also. Be in that two categories is there. One is the absolute measures of dispersion. Another one is the relative measures of dispersion. So we are using these. You know very well. One is the range. Range. Next one is the we talk about the mean deviation. Next one is the quartile deviation. Next, last, the standard deviation are also there. These are the four measures of dispersions, and respective absolute measures are also there. That is the range, standard deviation, coefficient of range, standard deviation, mean deviation, and quartile deviation. So these are the four measures of dispersions actually. And the relative measures of dispersions, we talk about the coefficient of range, coefficient of mean deviation, coefficient of standard deviation, and coefficient of quartile deviations are also. Here also be we talk about the various properties are also. The range is means the difference between the largest value minus the smallest value also be range is. And coefficient of range means largest minus smallest by largest plus smallest into 100 also be. Range is using when there is a fluctuations in the quality, that means temperature data also be, means are in the quality control also be. Such situations range is used where the and range is affected by change of scale only, not origin only. Range is affected by, we are talking about the y equal to a plus bx, but y is b plus modulus of b of x only. This is the range is affected by change of uh, scale factor only. That is where new range will suppose our new range would be r or ry equal to r. This is r of x modulus of b into x. Even the negative values, we can consider only positive values. This is about the what is the mean deviation also be there. And when the deviations means we are taken from the measure mean from their arithmetic mean, and deviations are taken from, and the mean deviation from the mean equal to 1 by n summation of modulus of x minus a, means even the negative values are out there, we consider only positive values. That is the main important property here. Mean deviations or median also be taken, and mean deviation mode also be there, but we limiting here to only mean, median, and only. But among that, mean deviations are taken from median is the best measures, and if you take with along with the frequency distribution also, mean deviation at a equal to 1 by n into summation of xi minus arithmetic mean into f5. This is about the when the continuous series, discrete series are also there. There is for this various properties are also be there, which is given, and coefficient of mean deviation equal to mean deviation from median by median into 100. Coefficient of mean deviation about from mean equal to coefficient of mean deviation from mean by mean into 100. And for these examples are also be given. If you look at the 14.38 page in the study material, that will also be helpful to you. And further, I'm moving to the concepts like a median, mean deviation is quotient of mean deviation is affected by change of scale factor also be. Similarly, by new mean deviation equal to from the based on the R equal to modulus of B into R, modulus of new mean deviation of X. Next one is the standard deviation is the square root deviation. It is the square root mean deviation. Simple form is the square root mean deviation. Here S is given and summation of xi minus x bar whole square by n square root of that. That is the standard deviation. For unclassified data, classified data means grouped frequency distribution. That means frequencies are given. All these formulas are also be given, and the coefficient of variation for that standard deviation by mean into 100 also be that. That is very important formula. Next important thing is suppose if you want to find the standard deviation for the data of natural numbers, n square minus 1 by 12. That is also very important, which is given in the material also be. And for the two numbers, the standard deviation is square root of a minus b by sorry, modulus of a minus b by 2, which is given in the material also be. See the 14.40 material, which is very important also. Next, I am talking about the combined standard deviation also. Look at that formula, very important also be. Please focus on all these aspects. Now, quartile deviation, which is further moving the semi-interquartile range also be, that is Q3 minus Q1 by 2, and which is given in here, and coefficient of quartile deviation equal to Q3 minus Q1 by Q3 plus 1 into 100. And you very well and look at the 14.48, all examples, please focus on that, and that especially on, I'm talking about the raw data only. I'm talking about that is the individual series data or ungrouped data also be. Next, these are all very important, and their properties are also coefficient of what about the summary? Just coming to the summary, standard deviation is the most widely commonly used measures of dispersion among all. Actually, range is a quickest measure of to compute the application, basically quality control, and mean deviation is rigidly defined. All observations are much affected and sampling failure. However, the mean deviation is difficult to comprehend, and furthermore, a standard deviation is not like it's a mean deviation is not possessed like a mathematical properties are also, and mean deviation is also very important based on the median also be. Next, quartile deviation is rigidly defined, and it is affected by the sampling fluctuations, and it is a quartile deviation is very important while computing the open-ended classification like median also be. So this is about the important concepts for the examination point of view. We should be able to understand all the concepts very. Next, students, we are coming to the concepts of the probability also. In the study material, the probability, if we have look at what is the general meaning of the probability also be, what are the definition of the probability, what is the probability limits are also be, and what is the addition theorem of the probability and what is the definition of multiplication means addition theorem, uh, and conditional probability and compound probability when three and various definitions are also be given. And my further request is are also the students follow the 15.21 examples are also be, which is very important also be, and all kind of examples in case of probability of A given B, probability of B given A, and the probability of A complement by B, probability of A B given by B complement, probability of A given A complement by B complement. Such examples, if keep on practicing, that would be definitely helpful to you. What is the addition theorem of the probability and modern definitions of the probabilities, but what is the limits of the probability also? It lies between 0 and 1. Also, some of the probabilities are also be equal to 1, and definitions of the relative frequency of the definition, all that definitely helpful to you understand the concept and of moving to the very confidently for the exam purpose also be. With this probability, I want to guide this concept. Apart from that, you should focus on the expected values are also, and what is the variance and the random related experiments are also be. Just focus what is the expected value of a random distribution, what is the mean, what is the variance. All definitions are also be given in the 15.28 pages. Please focus on those kind of for problem solves. Expected, what is the expected value of x plus y when both are independent, means expected value of expected plus expected of y. And in case of two variables, a product of expectations means expected of x y equal to expected of x into expected of when y, x and y are independent. Such properties are also be given, and you study these. You please practice the 15.27 example also be very 15.27 is a very important for the exam point of view also be, and 15.29 also be very important for the exam point of view. Just focus on that, and all the concepts which are summary also be given for this chapter, and what is the equally likely events, so what is the probability formula, and next one is what is the addition theorems and all related to properties also be given also be complementary properties are like everything is given in the study material. Now I move to the further important chapter is the probability distributions. That is one is the discrete, one is the based on the probabilities. We have divided into two categories. One is the discrete and one is the continuous probability. Our syllabus is limiting to binomial distributions, probability of success and probability of failures. Only thing is probability of success or something like a probability of happening even event in the rare cases. Such cases a Poisson distribution. Then normal distribution is a continuous probability distribution, where and their properties are also just to look at the categories, and what is the binomial distribution and what is the probability density function of the binomial distribution. NCX p power x q power x n minus x from the zeros, x values taking from 0 to in n, and what is the properties are also given in the 16.3 pages, and further applications of the binomial distributions. Just practice these examples are also given in the material. Next one is the what is the uh, Poisson distribution, and which is given in the page number definition, and when what are, and apart from that, what is the Poisson model and probabilities, and mean is greater than variance in the case of probable and the binomial distribution, that is the NP mean. What is the variance NPQ? Here mean and variance are equal in the case of the Poisson distribution also. Look at the all the properties which are all very important also. The Poisson approximation and addition theorem of probability applications of the Poisson distributions are also the, and next one is a normal distribution, and their properties, their formulas are also be given in the material also be, and please see the 16.21 page and 16.22 in the properties and related to Poisson distribution. Sorry, binomial theoretical distribution of the normal distribution, and the mean deviation of the normal distribution. What is the first quartile of the normal distribution? Quartile deviation equal to 0.675 of the standard deviation. All these formulas are also be given, which is very important, which is provided in the study material also be there. Now I am coming to the correlation regression point. That is the from this chapter, 5 questions are expected from this chapter, and focus on the the what is the bivariate data. For the case of bivariate data, single bivariate only means when the event happening the at the only single point, actually we are taking that in here talking about the bivariate frequency. In that bivariate means 2 points are again given, x and y. In the plane we are talking about the marginal and the conditional probabilities, what is that, and from the based on that when two variables are there, then we call it as x and y. One is a dependent, another one is independent, and what is the impact on the two variables, and where there is the positive when one is both are increasing or decreasing. Both are increasing in the same direction, where they are decreasing in the same direction, positive correlation. Negative correlation means opposite directions, and such kind of correlation analysis are also be studied in the positive and the negative, and what is bivariate data, and the measures of correlation, and scatter diagram method, Carl Pearson's product movement correlation coefficient, and what is the limits of the correlation coefficient, -1 to +1, and including zero also be there. Means zero means no correlation, and Spearman's rank correlation coefficient method is also be there, one of the, and the coefficient of concurrent deviations, and based on that, and what are the properties of the correlation. The coefficient of correlation is a unit free also be there, and the coefficient of correlation remains invariant under the change of origin and change of scale also. When two variables are contained, that sign is the important factor. And now moving to the quotient of correlation properties. Quotient of correlation is lies between -1 and +1 also be very very important. And next one is coming to the coefficient of correlation. What are the properties which are lies between? Next, talking about the correlation and regression, and Spearman's rank correlation. After that, we are going to the concurrent deviation method also be there, which is given in the material also be. Just what is the formula when the degree of the change based on the um, their change in the movement, actually means plus whether it is sign only positive or increasing, it is positive, whether it is decreasing, negative. And next one is the regression. Correlation only talk about the what is the degree of whether positive change or negative change. When they what is the impact on that two variables impact, then that talk about the regression. So what is the in that case we are using the y on x and x on y. So in this case regression equation y on x and x on y, and their properties are also be there, which is given in the study material also. Properties of the regression lines. Regression lines are moving from change of origin and scale, and it is moving also. The quotient of correlation between two variables are two variables means r equal to plus or minus byx into bxy also very very important. When two regression coefficients means x on y and y on x are given, simply product of that and take square root, then we get the regression value, R value also, correlation coefficient value also. And then the regression lines also be talk about the what is the coefficient of determination, that is explained by the explained variance to the total variance, and coefficient of non-determination 1 minus r square. R square means R value square, we can say. Suppose in the exam point of view also very very important. Suppose 0.6 is R given, find out the coefficient of determination. That means simply 0.36. That is the coefficient of determination. Coefficient of non-determination means 1 minus R square. That is 1.1 minus 0.36. That is 0.64. That is for the examination point of view. And we talk about the regression lines. Regression lines means their properties are also be. When two regression lines are identical means, or parallel means, means uh, their regression coefficients R value may lies between -1 and +1, -1 or +1. When the regression lines are perpendicular each other means R value equal to 0. This is a very important. If you look at the recent this students capsule students journal for the month of September also, there about the regression correlation properties are also be given there actually. Now I'm moving to the points. Important thing is um, about the correlation and regression. I just explained about the important things for the exam point of view also. Further, I'm moving to the index numbers, which is very important, uh, and you can able to important. What are the types when talk about the index? Why means when we index numbers based on the index numbers, we can measure the changes in the price level in the country, quantity level in the country, and how the production or prices are increased or declined. Based on that, decision makings can be done. And here different index numbers methods are also there, and issues involved the construction of index, types of index number, price index number, quantity index numbers, value index numbers, and various uh, types of index numbers are given, and simple and aggregative methods are also be there. And what are the simple average, simple method and aggregate and relative measures are also be given. Before this, here the weighted method, weighted relative means prices and respective quantities are also be given, and loss pairs index number, loss pairs index number based on the based on the base year quantities as weights. Loss pair index number based on the base year quantities as weights. Very important for the examination point of view. So that is sigma P1 Q naught by sigma P naught Q naught into 100. POS is index number based on the current year quantities as weights. Sigma P1 Q1 by P0 Q1 into 100. The next Marshall Edgeworth is the average quantities of the current year and base year quantities. That is Pn into Q0 plus Q1 plus P 0 into P average, that means RP Q0 plus Qn into 100. Fisher's index number is the geometric mean of loss pairs and Cauchy's index number. Next, weighted average relative methods are also be given. That is the sigma Pn by P naught. This is the relative measure, and P0 into Q0 by sigma P0 Q0 and to 100, which is given. What is the chain based index number also be there, and when prices are there, and how the will chain based on that chain index number, link relative of the current year into chain link chain index of the previous year by 100, and their quantity index numbers are also value index number means a sigma Pn into Qn, that is the current year quantities as weights, and P sigma P0 Q0 current year value, or by B sigma P0 Q0 base year values. These are the various methods are also be given, and please look at and concentrate on the topics and the formulas which are given in the material also be. What is the deflated value and how deflated index numbers are using also, and what is the deflated value equal to current value by the price index of the current year, current value by the price index of the current year. That is the very important for the exam point of view. Formulas are also. What is the shifted price index number? Next, test of what is the test of adequacy, and there are 4 tests of adequacy is there. Unit test, time reversal test, factor reversal test, and circular test are the 4 time reversal test. Unit test is satisfying the all kind of accepted unweighted index numbers. Their weights are not given, so all are satisfying. Time reversal test is and the Fisher's index numbers for both are satisfied. Time reversal text and the factor reversal text. Um, Next, circular test is also simple aggregative weighted index number satisfies this actually. Now, these are the various types of index numbers we have talked about here. So, from this chapter, these are very important, and I would like to highlight. Uh, all kind of aspects are I had been covered here, and we we go with confidently. And what I request to the students, examination is nearing. Be focused on the concepts which are very important. Now you are saying that it's very difficult. It's difficult. Leave it on that aspects. Just focus on the what you can able to understand in the here examination is you prepared, and focus on the concepts very confidently, and try to write thoroughly all the concepts, and answer the well in the examination also be. You know very well the statistics part is the 40 marks, and the logical reasoning is also 20 marks. In the major weightage as given in the like for mathematics of financial ratio and proportions, all very easy to compute also. I'm talking about the general guidance, the students which are average students, which are who are able to not able to attempt, keeping on their knowledge and appreciation, and just use the study material, and which where the simple and easy to understand the language is also be given, and number of illustrations are also be given in the material. um, should focus on the examination, and regularly, and you practice well, and open when you feel difficulty also, just open the study material and just focus on the examination, try to attempt well. These are the about the my guidance, and already given in the many several sections guidance are also similar way of things. And with this background, and I am just saying wish you all the best to the students for who are attempting the CA Foundation for the September examinations also. If you have any query, please talk to me. I'm giving, I'm open here. Preeti, would you like to say anything? Kunal, Nitin, very good. Preeti, um, wish you all the best, beta. Nitin, you would like to say? Very good. Nitin, I think nobody has any doubts actually. Technical team, uh, we are closing the session, and students, wish you all the best. Thank you so much.